Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. What I'm about to tell you might sound like something straight out of a movie, but it's very real, and it could reshape the AFC North in a way that no one saw coming. Rumors are swirling around that the Kansas City Chiefs, currently sitting at a solid 9-4 record and still in the thick of their Super Bowl chase, are exploring a bold move to trade one of their most iconic players. That player, Travis Kelce, the Hall of Fame-bound tight end who's been the heartbeat of that Chiefs offense for years. Now, before you jump to conclusions, yes, Kelce is aging, and there's some decline in his yard after catch numbers, down to 4.2 YAC in 2025, but he's still among the elite at his position, and the Chiefs are apparently considering trading him to the Steelers. Now, let's get into why this makes so much sense for Pittsburgh and why it's such a game changer. First, Kelce, at 36, remains a top-tier tight end. In 2025, he put up 72 receptions for 850 yards and 7 touchdowns, with a PFF grade of 88.9, putting him in the top 5 among tight ends. His yards per route run is still impressive at 1.9, and his EPA per target is plus 0.35, which means he's still a high-impact player. Over his career, he's amassed over 200 yards, 80 touchdowns, and has been to 9 Pro Bowls, winning 4 Super Bowls, an absolutely legendary resume. His ability to be a red zone target is proven, with 14 touchdowns in the playoffs alone. The Chiefs are facing some strategic shifts, and this trade might be driven by the looming salary cap crunch. They're sitting on over $20 million in cap space for 2026, and trading Kelce could free up around $17 million, especially as they're moving toward utilizing speedier tight ends like Wiley, who amassed 600 yards in 2025. Plus, with the Chiefs' defense allowing 22 points per game, an average that's making some fans skeptical about their three-peat chances, they're looking to shake things up. Without Kelce, their offense could drop in efficiency by around 10%, so getting a top-tier tight end like Kelce in return could be a savvy move to keep their offense potent. Now imagine this scenario playing out in Pittsburgh. The Steelers, who already boast a solid tight end in Pat Freiermuth, would suddenly elevate their entire TE group by adding Kelce. Freiermuth, who had close to 500 yards and a PFF grade of 82.4 in 2025, would benefit immensely from Kelce's presence, especially as a red zone threat. Kelce has 14 playoff touchdowns in his career and is renowned for clutch performances. This move would give quarterback Kenny Pickett a serious boost, transforming the Steelers' aerial attack from around 245 yards per game to a projected 280 yards, a plus 12% increase in EPA per pass. Think about the impact on the offense: more yards, more red zone efficiency, more scoring chances. This is exactly what a team like the Steelers needs to push further into the postseason and make a real run at Super Bowl glory. And let's not forget the broader implications. With Kelce on board, Pittsburgh's offensive balance would be reminiscent of the 2020 Tampa Bay Bucks after they added Rob Gronkowski, a tight end who, even in the twilight of his career, provided unmatched production and playoff clutch. Kelce's presence would also help reduce drops, which currently hover around 4%, down to around 2%. Historically, tight ends like George Kittle in 2019 boosted their team's short passing game by 18%, and Kelce's addition could have a similar, if not greater, effect. The Steelers could see a boost of around 900 receiving yards from their tight end group combined, which would be enormous for their overall offensive output. Now, let's talk about the defense for a second. With the team's star pass rusher Watt out temporarily, the offense needs to sustain drives more than ever. Kelce's ability to create mismatches against slower linebackers or safeties would be a nightmare for defenses. His route running, combined with Freiermuth's emerging skills, would give the Steelers a dynamic duo that defenses simply can't double-team effectively. Imagine the kind of mismatches they could create, especially in the red zone, where Kelce's track record of 14 playoff touchdowns could prove decisive in close games. This kind of offensive upgrade could be the difference maker in a tight playoff race, elevating Pittsburgh's chances of not only making the postseason, but making deep runs. Now on the betting side, sportsbooks are already shifting their odds for the Steelers. From plus 1,200 last season to now plus 550 to win the Super Bowl in 2025, according to Caesars. That's a massive jump, and it reflects the belief that this kind of move could propel Pittsburgh into serious contenders. Kelce's playoff experience, averaging over 0 yards in his postseason career, makes him an X-factor in high-pressure situations. His ability to come up clutch against tough defenses, think of how he's dominated mismatches against linebackers and safeties, could turn the tide in playoff games. The Steelers, with their strong defense and now a more explosive offense, particularly with Kelce, could become one of the most feared teams in the league. Looking at the big picture, this potential trade isn't just about adding a player, it's about creating a dynasty. Kelce would bring a level of leadership and playoff experience that's rare, and his chemistry with a talented quarterback like Pickett could unlock new levels of offensive efficiency. It's reminiscent of what Kelce did in Kansas City, helping Patrick Mahomes chase multiple Super Bowls. Except now, he's in a different city, with a different team, ready to write a new chapter of Steelers history. This move could mirror the legendary status Kelce has achieved with the Chiefs, but in the Steel City, where the passion for football runs deep and the hunger for another Super Bowl is palpable. So what's next? Well, this is all still in the rumor mill, and no official deal has been announced, but the signs point toward something big brewing. The Steelers are always looking for ways to upgrade their roster, especially on offense, and if they manage to pull this off, it could be a seismic shift in the AFC North landscape. The Bengals and Ravens will have to deal with a Steelers team that suddenly looks more explosive, more versatile, and more dangerous than ever. The AFC playoff picture might be reshaped entirely if this deal comes to fruition, and the Steelers could be at the forefront of that new era of dominance. Imagine a Steelers offense with Kelce, Freiermuth, and a healthy Kenny Pickett leading the charge, supported by a defense that's constantly applying pressure. This team could be a serious Super Bowl contender. The road to another Lombardi trophy might just get a lot shorter with a move like this. It's the kind of bold strategy that Steelers fans have been dreaming of, and if it happens, it will be a game changer for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. In conclusion, folks, this potential trade involving Travis Kelce is more than just a rumor. It's a game changer in the making. The Steelers could be on the verge of acquiring a future Hall of Famer who still plays at an elite level, and that could elevate this team to new heights. The AFC North is already one of the most competitive divisions in football, but with Kelce in black and gold, the Steelers could be poised to take control and dominate for years to come. The fans, the city, and the team's brass are all watching closely. This could be the move that cements another Steelers dynasty, mirroring the KC era, but in the Steel City. Keep your eyes peeled, Steelers Nation, because this story isn't over yet and the best is yet to come. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and TO, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news.